सभी को नमस्कार। माननीय श्री दत्तात्रेय होस बोले जी, सरकार्यवाह राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ। About 15 years ago, it was a divine fortunate moment for me to be blessed by an interaction with him. Ever since then, in various positions, constitutional and otherwise, every interaction with him has been enriching experience, inspirational and motivational. As a matter of fact, if I am called upon to take a decision, his wisdom, sagacious approach, commitment to nationalism and larger public welfare come on my radar. His presence on this occasion is of huge momentous significance. His association with this institute right from day one will go a long way in shaping autism care in India and outside. I have had the good fortune of interacting with him on this issue on half a dozen occasions. There can be nothing more sublime than such a commitment. We all have enormously benefited a little while ago from his erudite discourse, which had emotive content, meaningful content, and I'm sure everyone here would take home at least one message. It is our divine obligation to be in service of those who are challenged and are in human form. Dr. Rasmi Das, I know her for about 2 decades. Her commitment, her mission, her passion is remarkable. She has pledged all her resources, her emotional wealth in ensuring that this institute blossoms, flourishes, and gives relief and reprieve to those for whom we know there is no final medical or otherwise resolution, but there can be improvement. Distinguished members in the audience, extremely committed faculty members, I had the occasion to see them here. One has to see to believe. Imagine how the teacher was in rhythm with the student. It's not easy. It's not a mental exercise. It has to be mental, physical, spiritual. You give it all. It is like being कि आदमी भगवान के सामने समर्पण करता है. When I saw Rafael prayer, Priyanka, she sang, रोहन का डांस तो एक एक पल याद रहेगा. How there was that connect, unforgettable moment for us. Group dance by students. इस एक्सरसाइज में जो भी लगे हुए हैं साधुवाद के पात्र हैं पेरेंट्स, friends. It is an absolute privilege to be here at this momentous occasion. A remarkable institution dedicated to holistic education of children with autism. Higashi Autism School, run by Higashi Autism Trust, is a multi-department campus-based day boarding private specialist school set up in collaboration with MHS Japan. Right now, as indicated by Dattatreji, it will cater to the needs of only boys. I have no doubt, and it's a matter of time, when girls will also immensely benefit out of this institution. We have to look into the significance that this is the third school after Tokyo and Boston. I have no doubt of the three, it will be number one in a very short time. And for that, I beseech everyone present here, and I know your worth, I know your talent, I know your commitment for societal cause, to come forward and handhold the institution in its march towards this destination. Reflections of Dr. Kyo Kitahara, I quote, "Within every living child exists the most precious bud of self-identity." We have seen it here. I quote further, "To search this out and foster it with loving care." We witnessed it here. I continue, "That is a sense of education for the child with autism," unquote. This is the philosophy of this institute. The objective is pious objective, wholesome objective, to raise every autistic child to the full potential of human development so that they achieve their sense of selfhood and inclusion. They have a daily life therapy, tested therapy. I have also educated myself ever since I discussed with Dr. Rashmi this aspect. There are various streams, various thoughts, but this one, day life therapy, a method of educating autistic children, is turning out to be very impactful. The mission is very clear. We have witnessed it. And the mission is to empower autistic children with the skills to become productive and involved members of our society, to bring pride to families where there is despair and fatigue. I don't want to share. We have to feel. A family that has a child suffering this challenge, the family has a great challenge, emotional and otherwise. And one of the topmost concerns indicated by Dattatreji, what will happen to the child if I am not there? The very feeling, it's an existential challenge. An institute like this, I am sure, will fill the gap. Friends, societal growth is equitable. Shunning inequities where there is in place an ecosystem that allows every human being fullest opportunity to fully unleash energy, to exploit potential, talent, realize dreams, and fructify aspirations. Dr. Rashmi has come forward, pledging everything with her, right from resources to talent, getting away from mainstream, where career could have ever been on incremental trajectory. Let us help her and the institute to fully realize potential of autistic children. This is all the more important with those who stand challenged in one way or the other at any stage of life, any challenge. But imagine a challenge you are born with. That is different. That is the sharpest challenge offered to humanity to give soothing touch to such category of children. This aspect gets highly motive in this direction because by and large, and I say it with great pain, it is the other gender, the mother, who takes the sole responsibility on her shoulders, sacrificing everything, every comfort to ensure growth of the child. All efforts must converge, according to me, to ensure a life of dignity for this very special category. It is, my dear friends, a divine duty and sublime service to humanity to ensure not only education, but environment, an ecosystem that affirmatively promotes growth of such children. And when you know it can't be cured finally, your efforts have not to be geometric. They have to be geometric, not arithmetical. I have every hope, optimism and confidence that Higashi Autism School would undoubtedly realize this and secure each child find place in the world, discovering his potential and find their calling in life. दोस्तों, जब मैं यहाँ पर आया और पहला कदम रखा, मेरी धर्म पत्नी यहाँ आकर गई है। उसकी अनुपस्थिति का कारण है 2 दिन पहले उनके पांव में फ्रैक्चर हो गया। शी इज ऑन बेड। मुझे जो बताया और जिसको मैं विश्वास नहीं कर रहा था, वो यहां कदम रखते ही मुझे महसूस हो गया। इट इज वेरी डिफरेंट। इट इज ओनली सैक्रिफाइस। इट इज गिविंग बैक टू सोसाइटी। और कहते हैं पूत के पांव पालने में दिख जाते हैं। ये कहावत यहां चरितार्थ पूरी तरह से हो रही है। श्री कृष्णा टेम्पल, which we can call Sri Krishna Rashmi Temple, Krishnasmi Temple, जब गया और देखा, it is much beyond a temple. A temple situated in the premises of another temple as reflected by Dattaji. It carries a great meaning. This reminds us of our civilizational ethos. This is bound to contribute to channelizing, exposing the energy of children suffering autism. I am told a yoga curriculum especially designed is intended to balance mind and body and other faculties. I have not had the occasion to go inside the classrooms. But do we need to go inside to see what must be there? We can feel it from here. The ambience of the building, the serenity of the environment, the corridor, I am sure all have been executed to translate a vision into a ground reality which we all are feeling. How soothing it is to note, and we have witnessed it, that this institute, this school is committed towards understanding the abilities and gifts unique to each child. When I interacted with Dr. Rashmi, I was enlightened about the challenges. Friends, we have these days an easy solution, right from infrastructure to dealing with our issues, known as formula solution. A solution, one size fits all. And this does if you have malaria, you have tuberculosis, your cancer. It doesn't fit in when you are grappling with a child facing challenge of autism. Every child has specific needs. Every child is unique, and that is a challenge to the faculty. I must congratulate the faculty. I have not interacted personally with them. I have seen from a distance. The faculty members were lost 100% in the welfare of the child when we saw them here. This exemplifies highest commitment of sacrifice for someone else. Friends, education is much beyond walls. So easy these days to create an infrastructure. Any man with fiscal muscle can do it. But that is a small, essential part. The major part is commitment, directional approach, faculty determination, and an urge to secure high degree of satisfaction, not for oneself, but see the satisfaction of others as your great accomplishment. It is our collective duty as citizens of Bharat, as educators, parents, as a community to expose our children to a wider world, notwithstanding the challenges they suffer in their individual personality. Friends, no institution can thrive without its dedicated pillars, and we have seen here one. Prime motivator, Dr. Rashmi, being affirmatively, emotively, in a committed manner, being assisted by members of the faculty. I am sure there cannot be a more impactful nurturing of such an institution that, according to me, with every passing day, will make a great name for Bharat globally. I take the opportunity to congratulate all parents and guardians present here. I will especially call upon people from my gender. They must work shoulder to shoulder with their companions and spouses in a missionary mode. Don't leave them alone. You will lose your human face. You will forfeit your right to be a member of mankind if you become a deserter when a child faces a challenge and your spouse is only playing on front foot and you are cushioning somewhere else. I am sure they will heed this sage advice. Friends, a befitting occasion for all of us to resolve in togetherness for evolving an environment where every child with autism is celebrated. I could see sparkle in the eyes of Dr. Rashmi when she met me a few months ago, that these are the paintings by children suffering autism. She was getting involved with each painting I had the occasion to see. When I saw her child in the company of Dattaji in a photograph, I could see that both of them were in sync with each other. We need such kind of synergetic response collectively. Let us resolve to forge a path towards future where we make the world safe, meaningful for such category of children. The greatest assurance of success of any venture is the human resources spirit and commitment underlying it. I reiterate, Dr. Rashmi exemplifies this virtuosity. She is passionate about the institution, fired with missionary zeal, and prepared to shed every material possession she has. I don't want to get personal. She has already done it. Not many in the world in which we live, would ever think of it. Her execution of the project, notwithstanding the difficulties, evokes appreciation. In a sense, this is remarkable. This has been achieved in a short span of time. I have no doubt, and I can vouchsafe unhesitatingly, this institute is bound to make global mark in the field with her noble, sublime stance and thoughtfulness. Visit to this place for me is no less than a spiritual journey, marking detachment from the self and attachment to the welfare of others. It is very difficult to detach oneself from one's gain. We are attached to it. We know we will not be here. Still till the last we are working recklessly, only for self-aggrandizement, self-accumulation. Here you get a feeling and get attached to the welfare of someone else. I visualize in Higashi Autism School emergence of a sanctuary of hope, a beacon of inclusivity, and a testament to the exploitation of boundless potential that resides within each and every child. I conclude with an appeal that people present here, their potential, taking note of that, I can say, you are epicenter and nerve center of big change. Let us in our own way, in our humble way, partner in the growth of this institute. Let us be stakeholders in some manner or the other. It does not matter what we do, how we do. What matters is that we do it. I resolve to myself, on my behalf and that of my wife, to do our small bit. Every moment this institute goes on its trajectory. Thank you so much.
Thank you.